When the Xbox One and the PlayStation 3 launched, there was a lot of hype surrounding the current generation consoles, the fresh new things that you'll be able to do this generation. Well, let me ask you, what have you done this gen that you didn't do last gen? Now, as I stated in one of my past videos, that I actively avoided Call of Duty out of fear that I get addicted to it again like I was on Modern Warfare 2. Thankfully, Black Ops cured me of that illness, but even so, I've become wary of the series ever since. But lo and behold, look at the next-gen games. We have Titanfall, just in time with its mechs and jump jets, and now Destiny, another first-person shooters with its loot drops and patches to things that don't need to be fixed. Now, I don't hate first-person shooters, but can someone please tell me what are the next big IPs you are excited for that are not first-person shooters? And as for reviewing games, I reviewed Titanfall because at least the mechs were different, but that game barely had any story at all, so I ended up making up my own story for it. Now, we have Destiny, which also doesn't really have a story. Oh, I'm sorry, it does have a story, it's just that most of the people playing the game have no idea what it is. But Destiny and Titanfall not having a strong narrative does actually bring into focus just how unappreciative I was of Call of Duty's single-player campaign. Because no matter how much I bitched about Call of Duty's story being a patriotic circle jerk, at least it had a coherent story rather than the promise of a story somewhere in the future. So I will probably review Call of Duty this year, because it will probably feel like a whole game and not just a game with a large section of it cut off to be put into a season pass down the line. And as I stated in the past, I am a huge fan of Kevin Spacey. The man is a talented actor, but as for the game's narrative, am I the only person who thought that Kevin Spacey was right in the trailer? I mean, when watching it, everything he says was making sense to me, and honestly, I would like to play as a person working for his private military company. Anyway, that's my thoughts for today. I'd like to thank all of you who said that I should play Transformers, because I finally beat it and I very much enjoyed that game. It was a fun experience.